I have an engine light, check engine light coming on, and it's saying it's an O2 sensor, so I'm going to try to clean that out. So I'm just going to remove it and see if cleaning it works. So hey guys, be sure you watch to the very end of the video to see, did it really work cleaning that O2 sensor, or did it have to replace it anyway? Watch to the end to see what happened. Alright, so the O2 sensor that I'm talking about is this one right here. And it plugs in right there. So I've heard a lot of videos talk about you can remove these and clean them. And I'm going to test that out today. Is it really doable? Is it really easy to do that? And does it actually work? It's easy enough to replace. And I think the cost is like $52 for a new one. So I'm going to try to pull this out and just clean it up and see if it will work. I was not getting the code for the heater circuit. I know if the heater circuit, if it says it's bad, then it's bad. You have to replace it. I'm not getting that code. I'm just getting an O2 sensor code. So let's see how we can pull this out and how it's going to work. I've already loosened this up just a little bit here, so let's see if we can. Yeah, there we go. Okay, so you want to make sure that you disconnect it first, and I gotta cut the zip tie off. I have a zip tie right here, and make sure you cut the zip tie off. I went ahead and disconnected, so now this is free to spin. It's not too long threads, it's nice. Okay. Alright, so there it is. What I'm told is that outer jacket here is not the sensor. The sensor's underneath of it. But this does look like it's got a lot of carbon and stuff, junk on it. So let's go ahead and clean this down, spray some cleaner on the inside of it, and see how this does. Alright, I went ahead and sprayed it down off camera and just showed it to you so you can see it is a little bit cleaner on the outside. Wasn't too concerned about the outside, more concerned about inside the holes, but I did not squirt directly in the holes. I just let the cleaner just pass through. So let's reinstall it, and after I drive it a little bit today, we'll see what it's like. Kind of feel around for the hole. Right now you're saying, you're going the wrong way. Yeah, I know, on purpose. It's not going in as easy as it come out, that's for sure. here is a little bit difficult, but it's definitely doable. I guess one could remove the heat shield. I didn't want to remove it. Connections right back up. I'm doing this one-handed and holding the camera with one hand. And so without a camera, it would be a whole lot simpler. I don't know if you really need this little glue keeper in there, but I'll put it in there anyway since it goes there. I didn't show you all this in the beginning, but you gotta pull this little keeper out, this little tab, and that allows you to get the rest of it out. All right, and we will put another zip tie on there just to do it. All right, so there's that portion. We got it out, cleaned it, put it back in. I have some errands I gotta run. I do some things, so we're going to take this car and test it out and see, did it work? I need to clear that code off before I leave, and we'll see if that code comes back. So stay tuned and we'll see if the code's gone. All right, so I have replaced the spark plugs and cleaned the O2 sensor. And we just got back from going to town. We had a wedding to go to, so we drove probably about 60, maybe 70 miles, something like that, some interstate, some town, interstate to get back home. And so during that time, the check engine light did not come back on. So I'll go ahead and start this up, and just to show you guys, the engine light is not on. So there, we're on, and we do have some other lights you can see, but those lights are something completely different that I'll get to when I can. But you can see the check engine light's not on. Turn this back off. So there you have it. The cleaning the O2 sensor seemed to work. I didn't know if it would or not. I've heard conflicting reports. But we'll see. We'll take it to work and back several times this week and see what happens later on in the week. It may return. Then again, maybe it's fine. It was pretty dirty, but you can't really see the actual sensor. All you can see, refer back to the place in the video. I'll show it on the screen here, what the outside looked like, and so you can't really see the sensor. But when I cleaned that, I did not put anything on the inside of the sensor or anything harsh. I just used like mass airflow cleaner or throttle cleaner. That was it. Just cleaned it up and just sprayed it down, and then just kind of wiped the outside down a little bit. And so that seemed to have worked. If you have an O2 sensor issue and your code is telling you that it's a sensor, try that out, unless it says it's a heater. If it says your O2 sensor heater circuit or something like that, buy another one, because this will not fix it. But if that's all it is, just an O2 sensor only, if it's easy to get to, if it's pretty difficult to get to, you may not want to chance it. Just buy another one and do the job one time. But if it's like this one, it's pretty easy to get to. Take it out and clean it, put it back in, see if it works. For me, I think it's going to work. All right, so after driving the car for probably a couple of cycles of fill-ups with gas, so that's probably about 800 miles, maybe something like that, the check engine light did come back on. I went ahead and reset it again just to check it, and it immediately come back on after like another couple of starts. So and it was the same issue, the O2 sensor. So I went ahead and bought a new O2 sensor. So cleaning that O2 sensor did not work long term. It did for a few hundred miles, like say maybe 800 miles. After that, I had to buy a new one. So does cleaning your O2 sensor work? Sure. Short term. Long term, not so much. So when you got the new one in, so guys, that's it for this video. See you on the next one. So guys, if this is the type of content you like, make sure that you hit the subscribe and like the video. It really helps out the channel, and we'll see you guys next time.